Hey everyone, today on the Fleshtone canvas I'm going to show you how I create a cool flesh tone. Hey everyone, Matt here from the Plastic Canvas and welcome to today's painting video. And like I said in the intro today, I'm going to show you how I paint a cold skin tone, and for that I'm going to use two cleavers from Trudvang Legends. So when you're painting a typical human or dwarf or some other character from a game, you normally paint them with a warm skin tone to show that there's life in them. A warm skin tone can also be used to show that a character is friendly. When building up a warm skin tone, red is normally used as the base. A cold skin tone though would be the opposite of this, where it doesn't look as though there's much life left in the character and it can help them to look more evil or sinister. I chose to go with a cold skin tone for two cleavers because there's definitely human looking features to him, but he's definitely not human. So a cold skin tone would make it look just off enough so that it's just not quite right. So as you saw, I started by base coating his skin in Stormy Grey, and that is my darkest grey. Then I put a black wash over that to really darken the recesses so that there'll be a strong contrast between the parts of his skin that are in shadow and the parts that aren't. After laying the black wash down, I realised that I could have also achieved that by just mixing some black into the grey when base coating, but the wash worked fine. Then for the first layer of the highlighting, which I'm doing now, I went back to the Stormy Grey that I base coated with, but mixed in a little tan skin. I laid this down over most areas of the skin, except for the areas that will be in the deepest shadow. I then cleaned off the bristles and then left them a little damp, and I feathered out the edges to gradually make them thinner. This allows the tones that are underneath this layer to gradually show through, which creates nice smooth blends. You can already see, if you look at his right leg, the contrast between the upper parts of each muscle and the underside that's in shadow. So as I continue to work around the mini, I'm just laying the paint down on the upper portion of each muscle and then feathering out the edge towards the parts that I want to be in shadow. And now we're starting the second layer. So after the first layer dried, I then mixed in more tan skin. This is going to go over the exact same areas as the first layer, but you'll see that I'm reducing the amount of area that I covered. That way, the previous layers were still able to show through. And by still feathering out the edges, it keeps the blends from one layer to the next nice and smooth. What you can see with this layer is that there's now enough tan skin mixed in so that it's just starting to look a bit more human. The idea isn't that the character ends up looking like they have grey skin, it's just that those grey tones that we started with help cool it down. And then from there, it's just a case of mixing more and more tan skin in each layer, but covering less and less area. It's really important to note though that no layer ever ends up being straight tan skin, because that will bring in too much warmth. And so just as I finish off this last layer, that's how I built up this cold skin tone on two cleavers. Thank you so much for checking out another one of my videos, and I really hope that there's something in here that you can take away and use in your own painting. But that's going to do us for today. So until next time, this is Matt from the Plastic Canvas signing off. Happy painting, everyone. Cheers.